Banyaza Lisufi, siyabonga baba ukuba sendaweni yakho. Also to acknowledge in our presence the CEO of MTN South Africa, Mr. Ferdi Mollman. I believe that I don't want to jeopardize the protocol that we have. Allow me to say that I would want to also acknowledge the leadership here at MTN and all protocol observed. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, on pleasure to welcome you all to this prestigious ministerial breakfast in celebration of the class of 2025, which is hosted by MTN South Africa. This morning, Minister, is not merely ceremonial, but it is a moment of national pride, a moment where we pause to celebrate excellence, resilience, discipline, and the power of partnership in shaping the future of this country. Well, the National Senior Certificate remains one of the most significant milestones in the education sector. It reflects not only academic achievement, but also the collective efforts that of learners, parents, teachers, school leadership, as well as government and the private sector partners such as MTN put together. I think that's why we are here, to celebrate you guys. You came top of the range. You are cream of the crop. I believe that you guys have actually set the tone for what this country is to produce. Before we even start with our formalities for the morning, allow me to give you a few house rules. Let's all please ensure that our mobile devices are on silent. Those who are still don't trust those devices. And of course, the emergency exits are clearly marked, and the venue staff, which is around here, will assist should the need arise. Also, please kindly remain seated during the addresses and video screening to allow for seamless broadcasting and recording. The program will then run strictly according to time. The ablution facility for those who want to go and powder their nose and to relieve themselves, we have one situated on the very same floor, which is next to the lift and the upper level, just behind the lab. So if you want to go relieve yourself, please, you are more than welcome to do so. So let's get to the business of the day. The top 40 achievers present here today, they all carry a beautiful story. A journey marked by sacrifice, Minister, perseverance, discipline, and of course, belief. For many, success once seemed distant and even impossible. Yet through commitment and support, those dreams have been realized. That's why you are seated here this morning. To capture this moment and set the tone for today's celebration, we have chosen a musical reflection that speaks to the courage, hope, and the pursuit of excellence. As a singer as well, I'm privileged to actually introduce the Afro tenors, widely recognized as some South Africa's finest operatic voices, to perform the impossible dream. Afro tenors. I'm also a member
to the impossible dream. The unbearable for the brave to want the unrightable to love pure and chaste from afar, to love and your arms are too weary to meet the unreachable star. This is my quest to follow the star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for that light without question or pause, to be willing to march into heaven without. And I know if I only be true to this glorious quest, heart will I peace find calm when I'm laid to rest, and the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with stars, still strong. His lost cause of it. The impossible dream for me.
All right, back to business. I love my job. You know, at some point, I wanted to be a doctor, DG, medical doctor. Hey, but unfortunately, man, my vocal cords were not in agreement with my brains. So at some point, there was that sort of fight. So one had to win, and I gave it to the vocal cords. And I believe that here, some of the guys that are seated here will be singers, opera singers. By the way, I'm the director for Sport and Enrichment Minister. I'm the one who's heading that space. So singing, arts and culture, sport, it's my turf. Otherwise, let's get back to business. Let's give the Afro tenors another round of applause, please. Just to mistake in this thing that, hey, maybe this guy, nah, nothing like that. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment where we all are actually going to start with our formal proceedings. Allow me to welcome on the podium Mr. Divesh Joshi, the Chief Commercial Officer of MTN South Africa, to come and give us the word of welcome as well as give us the purpose of the day. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Joshi.
Honorable Minister of Basic Education, Siviwe Khwaruba, Honorable Premier of Gauteng, Mr. Panyaza Lesufi, Honorable Deputy Minister, Dr. Regina Mhaule, Director General, MECs for Education, senior officials from the Department of Basic Education, distinguished guests, educators, partners, parents, and most importantly, the exceptional matriculants here with us today. Good morning and welcome to MTN. It is a privilege to host you this morning on behalf of MTN South Africa and the MTN SA Foundation. We are honored to stand alongside the Department of Basic Education as we open this important occasion, one that celebrates excellence, perseverance, and the promise of South Africa's youth. Today marks the first of two engagements, recognizing the country's top-performing learners in the 2025 National Senior Certificate Examinations. While today is about outstanding results, it is also about the collective effort behind those results. Government leadership, committed educators, supportive families, and strong partnerships that work in the service of our young people. To the Minister, the Premier, the MECs, and the DBE leadership and teams, thank you for your partnership and for the trust that we have built over many years. We value the opportunity to work with you in strengthening the education and expanding opportunities for learners across our country. We also wish to acknowledge the educators, principals, and parents in the room. Your dedication, discipline, and belief in your learners is the foundation upon which today's success is built. Your contribution to nation building often happens quietly, but its impact is profound. To the matric class of 2025, today is about you. Your achievement reflects determination, resilience, and excellence under pressure. You have earned this recognition, and we are proud to celebrate with you. At MTN, we believe that education and connectivity are powerful enablers of progress. As a proudly South African company, we are deeply committed to working with the government and our partners in order to unlock the potential of our people, especially the youth. For more than 2 decades, our partnership with the Department of Basic Education has focused on one goal, which is expanding access to quality learning opportunities. Today, more than half of the MTN SA Foundation's annual investment supports education initiatives, from digital learning platforms and educator development to school infrastructure and learner support. Through initiatives such as the MTN Online School and our digital skills programs, we are helping young people build the capabilities they need to participate meaningfully in the fast-changing digital economy. These efforts are not just about technology. They are about dignity, hope, and opportunity. To our matriculants, this milestone is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a much bigger one. carried the discipline, confidence, and curiosity that has brought you here into every opportunity that lies ahead. South Africa needs your ideas, your energy, your innovation, and your leadership. On behalf of MTN South Africa, thank you for joining us this morning. We are honored to host. Thank you.
Joshi, and ladies and gentlemen, MTN's commitment to education is further demonstrated through the work of the MTN Foundation. In so many programs that we are implementing as the Department of Basic Education, which are supported by MTN Foundation. Please allow me now to introduce the video clip that is about to play now, which is going to be a pre-recorded congratulatory message from the General Manager of MTN Foundation by the name of Mr. Arthur Makuba. Please enjoy the video.
Dear class of 2025, congratulations on completing your matric year, a milestone that flags your commitment, determination, and your resilience. On behalf of MTN South Africa, it is my honor to say well done. You have worked hard to reach this moment, and we are incredibly proud to be part of your journey. Today is not only a celebration of your achievements, but also a reminder of something powerful. The future of South Africa rests in the hands of its young people, in your hands. At MTN, we believe that education is one of the strongest tools for building that future. Through our partnership with the Department of Basic Education, we remain committed to support learners across the country with access to quality learning resources. From donations of digital tools such as the computer labs, laptops, tablets, to zero-rating some of the most incredible e-learning platforms such as the MTN Online School, the Siavula Partnership. Our goal is simple: to empower you to thrive in a modern, connected world. Class of 2025, your achievements fill us with pride because they show what is possible when talent meets opportunity. Your success is more than individual. It strengthens families, schools, communities, and ultimately our nation. As you move into your next chapter of your lives, I want to leave you with this thought. Excellence is not a once-off event. It is a habit, one choice at a time. MTN believes in you, we stand with you, and we're excited for the bright future you are stepping into. Class of 2025, go out there and make your mark. May your journey forward be bold, impactful, and filled with endless possibilities. Congratulations once again. May you continue to shine. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arthur, for those kind and warm words. I believe that all of us today, if you have a red blood running in your veins, maybe not now. From today, Premier, our blood is yellow. Yes. How many of you say that our blood is yellow? 6 years and counting. So, of course, Minister, we are forced. Yeah, our blood is yellow, starting from today. Thank you very much. Education is a societal responsibility that cuts across all the spheres of government. And we are so privileged this morning that we have in our midst a prolific man who is indeed a leader who has consistently championed education, learner achievement, as well as provincial excellence. We know that Gauteng is a province of champs. That's why we are here today. Please join me in welcoming the Premier of Gauteng, Honorable Panyaza Lesufi. Over to you, Premier.
Thank you so much, Program Director. It's always nice to see you. Honorable Minister, thank you, Minister, for being here and also being our province. Deputy Minister, thank you so much as well. We really appreciate that. MEC, I told you are the host today because we're the first MEC to arrive. So thank you so much, MEC. We really appreciate it. DG and your entire staff, this is your work, actually. So we want to thank you, DG. Just imagine if we say we are postponing the announcements because work was not finished. So we must celebrate that work was finished, was done. So we really want to thank you. The entire leadership of MTN, we welcome the new CEO. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you so much. And thanks for this investment. You have no idea what it does. I was part of the team that started this arrangement to have these young kids to meet with the minister. I was the head of communication almost 23 years ago, if I'm not mistaken or so. When we conceptualized this minister. So it was in a small room at SABC, I still remember. So now that it's like this, we want to thank MTN. This is the partnership that works. I also want to acknowledge the parents that are here, the partners that are here, if they're members of the school governing bodies and other associations. We want to acknowledge and thank you. But most importantly, our VIPs. Minister, we have no idea. This is the best of the best. This is what the country can produce. And it always excites me that we are in the company of these young people that are so gifted and that they've got the capabilities, the skill, and the talent to take our country forward. So let's give them a round of applause. We are immensely proud of you. We have no idea. Actually, if I'm in the company of these young people, it is as if I'm in the candy shop, because these are the people that are going to take our country forward. So we want to thank you. Minister, I'll repeat myself, and I always say this. If we can't get education right, we'll never get the country right. If you can't get education right, we'll never get the economy right. Because it's the skills that drive the economy. It's the skills that drive innovations. It's the skills that drives a country. And if you can't invest in education, you'll never get anything as a country. And I despise any thought or ideas, and I heard Minister and the DG saying it. If you have to cut budget, leave health and education outside. Cut somewhere and provide the relevant resources. I'm proud. I was very worried when I was moved from the Department of Education to be the Premier. I was really grumpy and angry that I must not be moved from what I love. But the good thing, when I first, I give education what they want first, and the rest should share what is remaining. Because education is key. There's no single parent that does not have a child in the education system, for example, or have not had a child going through the education system. So it's paramount, it's very, very important that if we have to please our parents, we have to get education for our country. If we can't be innovative, we must forget. We are proud as a province. Because I always argue with my team, and it ended because new ideas developed and within the education system. Minister, we are in the sea of artificial intelligence. We can't allow these kids to use artificial intelligence for TikTok. We must allow it to they use the artificial intelligence for economic and educational development. And we have to be flexible as an education system. We have to be flexible as government to say, how do we infuse artificial intelligence within the education system? We must not prohibit so that they use it for wrong purposes. We must make it easy for them to use artificial intelligence for education development. It's here, it's real, it's surrounding us. We can't avoid it. But we can't wait for the next 17 years. Then we scratch our head to say, how do we allow artificial intelligence? Minister, imagine where we are, this being a classroom. This is the future. the future of technology inside the classrooms, the future of data inside the classroom. These children must not fight for water and electricity. These children must not fight for better sewer in our schooling system. That's old thing. These children, MTN and other industries that are in that sector, they must come on board and assist us to deal with this thing. Imagine a school without connectivity. Imagine a child without data. Imagine a child without either a smart board or a laptop or a tablet. That future must be buried, Minister. I want a chalkboard, a chalk, and a duster to belong to the museum, not in our classroom, because that's the future we need for our children, so that these children must understand that we value them. These children must understand that we love them. There must be no future where we still fight overcrowding, DG. There must be no future where children don't know whether they will have a desk or they will have a chair in a classroom. There must be a future where these children will compete with the best. Remember, these children are no longer competing with us. They're no longer competing. They're competing with children in Japan, in Germany, because the world has come to one. We need to contribute to that development. And I'm looking forward, Minister, that some of these children one day, they will develop that fridge. Even when you are still at home or you are still at work, you are somewhere driving, you just send a text message to a fridge, Minister, and say, dear fridge, please defrost this meat, add this sauce, at this temperature, so that by the time I arrive at home, the fridge should just say, dear Madibu Singh, your food is ready. That's the future we need for our children. And that's the future that education must enable them to do this. These children are children that will take our country forward and compete with the best. It warms my heart to welcome you in our province of Gauteng. Thank you so much, and you're all welcome. Thank you.
So, he's a communication specialist, so you'd understand why AI is dear to his heart. We need to be innovative. We need to evolve with time, and that's why you guys are here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, let me say that the National Senior Certificate represents the 12 years of hard work, discipline, dedication that we have put together to come to this place. And for the achievers in this room, the long nights of studying and the moments of doubt have given a way for success. You are a true reflection of what we call success. And to really envelope that and to cover it nice, Minister, allow me to welcome on the stage the Afro tenors to say that none shall, those institutions of higher learning will receive you with warm hearts, with red carpets.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma, nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio ne saprà non sulle tue mani la dirò quando la luce splenderà ed il mio bacio scioglierò il silenzio che ti fa mia.
Thank you. All right. So if you were in an opera house and a tenor sings this aria, you'd then rise on your feet and give them a standing ovation. And put your hands together and say, bravi. Say bravi. Bravi class. We are writing an exam after this, so remember this one. Thank you very much, Afro tenors. We are really glad to have you here. So, vincero means victorious. It means that all of the efforts that you put together, at the end of it, you emerged victorious. So allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to call upon the podium with the very same spirit, our Honorable Deputy Minister, Udogotela Urijaina Mhaule, to come and acknowledge as well as to introduce our Honorable Minister, Umama Usiviwe Kwahube. Over to you, DM. Umama wethu ke lo. Ithini siyabonga mama. Ake nanso.
Wow, you look so beautiful. And we are the pride of the nation. We're proud to have you here. And some of us, Minister, some of them, they promised us that they will be here. And I appreciate. If I can say those who promised us can stand up, you can see. Because when we visited schools, we invited them on this day that they must come. And indeed, they are here. And indeed, South Africa is proud of you. We really appreciate. Greetings to the Minister of Basic Education, Honorable Siviwe Kwahube, the Premier of Gauteng, Honorable Panyaza Lesufi, the MEC from Mpumalanga, Honorable Masina, Lindy Masina. Greetings to MTN, brand new CEO, the chairperson of MTN Foundation, and the entire leadership of MTN. We really appreciate you. Greetings to parents, proud parents, not just parents, parents who are proud, whom, if we can give them an opportunity, they will say, hey, my child did not sleep. I was worried because my child would lock himself and herself in the room. I would sometimes switch off electricity that my child, please rest. That's what these parents are saying. But they knew our Minister for Basic Education, Ume Siviwe Kwahube, to address us.
A very good morning, everybody. The top achievers don't look so very enthusiastic. A very good morning, everybody. You are literally the cream of the crop, guys. You should be, when I say, good morning, everybody, roar back. Come on, do it. Good morning, everybody. Panyaza Lesufi, my co-pilot, Deputy Minister, Dr. Mhaule, our gracious hosts, the MTN CEO and the Deputy CEO, the executives and the leadership of MTN, our partners and our sponsors, parents and guardians who are here with us this morning, teachers who are joining us here and watching from home, but most importantly, our top achievers of the class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning. This is the pride of the nation. When we say you are the pride of the nation, we mean it. Nothing warms my heart more than to look across this room and see children from across the length and breadth of South Africa to get to sit at this table and call yourself a top achiever. And for that, I think we ought to be very proud. Good morning, and there's an ancient story from Greek mythology, which I would want to talk to you about. A man that was condemned by Zeus to push a very heavy boulder up a steep hill. Each time he reached the top, the boulder would roll back down again, and it would have to begin all over again. And for many years, I believe the story has perhaps been misunderstood. It's often been told as a story of tragedy, a tale of endless suffering and futility. But for me, the eternal optimist in me believes that there's another way to read the story. I don't believe that necessarily that man was unhappy. I believe he found meaning and even joy in the pursuit itself, in striving, in the discipline of showing up every day to push the boulder forward and upward, knowing that the climb mattered even when the summit did not last. Because in the pursuit of excellence, in the act of giving your best, there's dignity and there's purpose, and yes, there's happiness. And so that's why the story for me matters today, because every learner, all of you that we are celebrating this morning, knows something about pushing a boulder up a hill, about late nights, early morning, setbacks, the pressure, self-doubt, the quiet decision again and again to keep going. And so today we gather not just to celebrate the summit you have reached, but the pursuit of excellence that brought you here. To the parents and guardians in the room, today also belongs to you, as much as it belongs to your children. Behind every single high-achieving learner is a home that made sacrifices, a home that chose discipline over comfort, that chose encouragement over despair. You carried emotional and financial and psychological weight so that your children could focus on their learning. You pushed your own boulders, sometimes silently, sometimes exhausted, often without recognition. And so for today, I want to say we recognize the efforts of our parents and our guardians in the success of their children. Can we give them a round of applause? You sat through meetings worried about exam seasons, many that you have achievements stand. We thank you. But to the teachers watching from classrooms, from staff, as receive learners back to school MEC this week, this celebration is theirs too. Teachers are the quiet architects of excellence. They see potential before it even becomes visible. You insist on high standards when learners would rather lower them. You correct, you guide, you encourage, and sometimes you simply refuse to give up on a child even when they've already given up on themselves. In a system that is under strain, you continue to push forward. You show up with commitment, creativity, and courage. These achievements that we celebrate today of these top learners are a testament of your professionalism and the belief that you have in education. Without excellent teachers, we cannot get excellent learners. And so for that, we say thank you to Otishala and Otishalakas. Please can you give them a round of applause. And now, to our top achievers, as the VIPs, as the Premier said, our stars of the class of 2025. Today is all about you. We celebrate you. You have achieved something where your country recognizes your contribution, your academic excellence, your pursuit in terms of the excellence that you've achieved. And I don't know about you, but that's pretty special. That is pretty badass if you ask me. I wasn't sitting here many years ago when I was in matric. But here you are sitting with great pride, and we couldn't be prouder of you. And let me take this moment to say, this moment is not the end of your journey. It is only but the beginning of a new climb. There will be other hills, other boulders, other moments when you feel the progress is slow or the setbacks feel heavy. Do not be discouraged when the climb becomes steep again. Remember, you've already proven to yourself that you can adapt, you can persevere, and that you can rise. Carry forward not just your results, but the habits that produce them. The curiosity, the effort, the humility, and the grit that brought you these results. South Africa needs not only your intelligence, but it needs your character. So this morning would also not be possible without the generous partnership of MTN. To MTN, thank you for hosting us in your Innovation Center, a space that symbolizes creativity, technology, and the future. You have been a steady and a reliable partner to basic education in our country, investing not only in resources, but trust and time and vision. Your commitment sends a powerful message to our learners that the private sector believes in them, believes in public education, and believes in South Africa's future. We are deeply grateful. We also extend our sincere appreciation to all our sponsors and our partners who have supported the celebration and continue to support education across the system. Partnerships like this strengthen our collective ability to nurture this talent, to nurture and unlock this kind of opportunity. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. We wouldn't be able to open doors for these learners who've worked hard without your generosity and, most importantly, your partnership. As I conclude, because today is not a day of long speeches, as I conclude, I want to offer a special word to our recipients of our special awards, to those who have achieved excellence against adversity. Your stories remind me, in particular, that success is not the absence of hardship, but the refusal to be defined by it. You faced obstacles that could have easily pushed you back down, moments when the climb felt unfair, when progress slipped away just as it seemed to be within reach, and yet you persevered. Like the man in the Asian story, you did not abandon the mission. You did not lose heart, and when the summit disappeared, you still continued. You found contentment and purpose in your struggle and the strength in pursuit of excellence itself. And so today, you reap the rewards of that pursuit. May you carry this lesson with you, that excellence is found not only at the top of the hill, but in the climb itself. The habits that you have gotten, that have gotten you here, are what will carry you through in the next hill, in the next chapter of your story. I want to say that South Africa, top achievers, South Africa is proud of you. The President has asked me to convey a message of sincere congratulations from you, from him to all of you, to say well done, siyanhalalesela, diyabulela.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Siyabonga kakhulu for amagama amnandi kangaka. Siyabonga. Thank you very much. Also, Minister, it warms my heart to announce that this year you've introduced a new category in all the categories that we have for the NSC, which is for accounting. So the top achievers in accounting are here with us this morning. We have, maybe at some point we'll see arts and culture. Arts and culture. So that we make sure that the vocal cords and the brain don't fight. Let them work together. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As we bring the formal proceedings to a close, it is fitting that we hear words of appreciation from MTN Group, whose partnership continues to strengthen educational outcomes in South Africa. I now invite Ms. Nompilo Morafo, the Group Chief Sustainability and Corporate Affairs Officer of MTN Group, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Program Director. Honorable Minister, welcome to MTN again. We feel like we're going to set up an office for you and the Premier because you're always so supportive of all our initiatives. Honorable Deputy Minister, welcome. It was really nice to meet you this morning. Honorable Premier, again, welcome to MTN. Ladies and gentlemen, I really must recognize MTN leadership for taking the time out to support this initiative this morning. The CEO of MTN SA, Freddie Mulman, the Deputy CEO, Yolanda Tuba, and the leadership of the MTN Foundation. This is a thankless job to run a foundation because no one, it's not a job that produces commercial returns, but we're here because we care. So I just really want to acknowledge the VIPs in the room, which is the matriculants. I'm a mom, I'm very nervous this morning. My daughter is sitting at home trembling, waiting for 1 o'clock to receive her own results. So I know what it takes to get to sit here. The resilience, the support you need from your parents, the support you need from your community to actually deliver. And some of us, I really wanted to start with this. Some of us have been here and we did not get the support that you're getting today, yeah? But we still made it. And we stand here because we care as MTN, because we understand the journey. We understand what you had to go through to be sitting in this room today. So for that, congratulations. I know you won't remember any of this. Today is very overwhelming, it's a lot. But I just wanted you to remember this moment as a moment that said, there are people sitting here who took time out to congratulate you and to support you, including your teachers that are accompanying you and your parents. It's very important you don't forget this and take it with you as you journey through. It's just the beginning of your lives. It's not the end. Welcome to MTN. So at MTN, we usually say yellow up and say yellow. The minister said you've been sitting here looking nervous and stressed. This is a good day. We're very excited for you. Yellow. Yellow. Yeah. As we close this important moment, I do so with a deep sense of pride and with genuine optimism for South Africa's future, because that future is represented by young people that we are celebrating today. This morning has been about recognizing excellence. I won't repeat what the minister has just said to all of you about being excellent and carrying yourself with dignity that your parents raised you with throughout your whole journey. Like I said, this is just the beginning of your lives. Do not forget all the values and all the teachings that your teachers and your parents have been teaching you about, because that's exactly what got you to sit here today. This morning has been about excellence, but it's also about recognizing possibility. It has reminded us that when talent is supported, when opportunity is created for people, And when young people are treated with dignity, extraordinary things can happen. So our matriculants, I will repeat again, your achievement reflects your discipline, resilience, do not define your destiny. Please, that is something that you really, really need to be proud of. I'm a bit emotional because, like I said, I've been one of you many, many years ago. Like, I don't want to reveal my age. At MTN, we are very intentional about giving hope, dignity, and opportunity to all Africans through our core business to deliver the benefits of a modern connected life. Our strategy commits us to creating long-term social and economic impact by expanding digital access, strengthening the skills for a changing world, and enabling young people to participate meaningfully in the economy of this country. As a proud South African company, MTN, we see nation building as a shared responsibility. It requires partnership, it requires consistency, and it requires long-term commitment to unlocking the potential of our people, especially the young ones. Honorable Minister in the department and the Premier and all our partners that are in this room today, commitment to unlocking the potential of our people, especially the young ones. Honorable Minister in the department and the Premier and all our partners that are in this room today, not forgetting the teachers in particular. As MTN, we commit to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. We've done it for the past 6 years. We recognize that great progress is made and that every hand will be needed to continue to ensure that every South African gets access to education. We are very impressed to hear that the Premier of Gauteng prioritizes education, because I do agree strongly that none of this will happen if we do not strengthen our education going forward. So the class of 2025, South Africa needs you. We need your ideas, we need your energy, we need your leadership. You do not need to wait for permission from anyone to contribute to this country. Step forward with confidence, lead with integrity, and remain rooted in who you are and where you come from. Be the problem solvers in your communities. Your communities need you. We remain committed to walking this journey with you and with South Africa as a whole. We will continue to invest in platforms that expand access. This is me committing the CEO. That expand access, building skills, and creating pathways for young people to participate meaningfully in the economy, as we mentioned. I must recognize the MTN Foundation team under the leadership of the GM that you saw in the video, Arthur. Arthur, the work that you guys do goes just beyond what the brand stands for. It stands for the purpose of what MTN really is about. And we really appreciate you, we really appreciate your efforts. As we leave today, let us remember that South Africa's story is still just unfolding, and each of us have a role in shaping what comes next. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Morafo. Siyabonga kakhulu. Those were words to conclude the formalities for this morning. But before we do that, as we bring this morning's program to a close, we do not in farewell, but in anticipation of new beginnings. For our top achievers, today marks the completion of one chapter and the opening of many new doors to higher education, innovation, leadership, and service to our country. The piece that we are going to do now, it's our culture here at MTN. When we say goodbye, it's time for us to say goodbye. And when we do that, we all stand and we all sing together to the class of 20 to come and assist us as we sing Time to Say Goodbye to the class of 2025. The lead singer will be the DG, the Premier.
Lo so che luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Sei, non ci sei, tu con me. Su le finestre mostra tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai comprato per strada.
Together.
Time to say goodbye. Vedo che vissuto con te, adesso si vivrò con te.
I can't hear you, parents.
Al ritiro. Su navi per mari.
You can wave to them, wave to them.
Lo so. No, esistono più. Con te io li rivivo. Sei lontano sull'orizzonte, la parole. E so che sei con me. Tu mia luna, tu sei qui con me. Lo so, tu sei qui con me, con me, con me.
Now.
Time to say goodbye. Paesi, però non mai vedrò tu è vissuto con te. Adesso si vivrò con te. Martirò su navi per mari e io lo so, no, esistono più. Con te io rivivrò, con te martirò.
Say goodbye, goodbye.
Su navi per mari che io lo so, no, esistono più. Con te io rivivrò, con te partirò.
Wish them well as they start a new chapter. Wish them well. Good luck. Good luck for the future. Let's go together.
Io con te.
Say goodbye. Goodbye.